If you guys remember the FC series, check this out. He's got 2 of them. And I may have snuck them into your scrap bin.
That's what it's for.
All right, well, we just got into Moab, and it is raining cats and dogs here. But that's okay, because I need to get a part anyway, so I'm not going to four-wheel it at all until I fix this tie rod. And I had 70-mile-an-hour death wobble because my drag link, the tie rod in on the top end of my drag link is very, very bad on this thing. So, and it was only getting worse every time it was going through its shakedown. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that part, and then hopefully the rain will die off where I can swap it out first thing. Well, dang it. I'm gonna have to get the part in the morning. It's morning and they're open. So we are ready to go play. I'm not gonna go ahead and put this on now. I'm just gonna keep it in case it maybe breaks. So we're gonna do fins and things today. I got my wife and some of our kids here, and we're gonna go ahead and use the Onyx app. So if you guys wanna follow along, I'll make sure I load this in so you guys can do it yourselves as well. Skylar's gonna go ahead and air down the tires to 15 PSI. That way it'll have a little better ride, plus it'll grip a little better on the rocks. It's still a little chilly here. We're here pretty early in the season, but this is gonna be a great day. So after you leave Moab, you head up Sand Flats Road. You'll have to pay to get into the state park, but then as you run in there, you'll pass Hell's Revenge, and then on your right will be Fins and Things. Step bars are not rock sliders, and they peel off.
Well, there you go. Gonna build me some rock sliders now?
Guess gonna have to, or at least get a hold of Barnes. So if you decide to take the easier route to the right, it goes over here, or you take the left. This is where we actually busted off one of our steps. So Shanna, Kayla, and I have been to Moab quite a few times, but this is Skylar's first time. What do you think so far?
Oh man, it's awesome.
He's got the Barry White voice. Hey, baby.
Hey, baby.
Don't you think he should do some voice acting? He should do some stuff for people, I think. He should do voiceovers.
I'm too shy.
He could be like, you know, in cartoons and be the, you know, the little dog or something. So this is the Fins and Things alternate route. There's a couple alternate routes on here. I'm gonna take those. I will make sure you guys can see that on the app. And we're gonna run up this. This is also a badge of honor trail if you guys are ever interested in it.
espresso with like chocolate frosting from Wendy's. Fries.
Am I gonna have vanilla?
No chocolate. No vanilla. Chocolate.
Vanilla, chocolate, vanilla, chocolate. What's better, chocolate or vanilla? See?
Vanilla with chocolate on it.
What?
Fins and Things ultimately gets back onto Sand Flats Road, where then you have to take a right and follow that road up before you reattach to Fins and Things on the left. So this is why the Onyx app comes in handy, because that is actually where Porcupine Rim ties into Fins and Things. So if you're looking to run Porcupine Rim, you would want to make sure you're taking the right direction. If you wanted to stay on Fins and Things, you want to make sure you're taking the right direction. And sometimes those signs disappear over the years, unfortunately, due to weather, or sometimes people run them over, or they just get hit, or a cow rubs on them, or whatever. They end up just disappearing. So I think I just knocked off the other step.
Now it's even.
These aren't rock sliders, they're only steps. Just so everybody knows, I'm not worried about them, I don't want them. And now they just took themselves off for me. Coming through. One of these doesn't look like the other. So when you're driving a trail like this, and this may be your first time out at Moab, or even your first time in a Jeep, you want to make sure that you try to keep your axles as level as possible. So when I take something like this, where I'm actually flexed out, you can see the tire pulls off the ground. That's because my axles aren't flat anymore. So you want to try to go up and down obstacles as flat as possible, as long as you have enough belly clearance to do so. Right down below us is the Morning Glory Arch. So I went ahead and got on the Onyx app. I took a picture right here at this parking spot, so you know where you go. And you can just walk right down there and see it. It is kind of hard to get to from here. There's probably easier ways, but this is the only way I've ever known around to get to there. But there is probably an easier way to see it, but it is down in that canyon right there. Ooh, he about ate it.
How was that, Skylar?
So this is a must-do trail for a first-timer to Moab. You have to come out here, you have to experience Fins and Things. It also gives you a good experience of what your vehicle is capable of and what your driver skills are comfortable with when doing it. This is one of those trails that, you know, sometimes everybody wants to immediately go out to Hell's Revenge, and Hell's Revenge can really test your nerves if you're not ready for it. Another cool thing about this trail is most of the real challenging stuff has a bypass. So you can either take the alternate harder route or the easier route that whatever you're comfortable with and whatever your vehicle's comfortable with. Gets steep, and then this actually goes up and around and then back over, and you come back up over there. On the very last leg of Fins and Things, you have Kenny's Climb. And this section here will really let you know how comfortable you would feel driving the other Moab trails. If this is too intense for you on this section, then you probably don't want to attempt Hell's Revenge. Well, there's a hole right here, so I want to go a little farther, swing wide, and dodge dodge that hole so I'm not falling in it, and therefore I'm not unloading the back end of my Jeep. So this is a great example of what you would call the Moab bump. If I roll up to this and just try to climb from right here, I'm gonna get to this point. You see how my tires are spinning. So what I wanna do is roll into it a little bit. So I don't wanna just be on the bump and then give it gas. Now if I just roll through it, we'll climb right up. That's the trick. What do you think about the fins?
All these are sweet.
One of the things that's kind of crucial to being out here in Moab is having a good spotter or somebody around you if you're not familiar with the area, because you come over a lot of these hills and you don't know where to go. You just cannot see the direction. You don't know where the road goes because your hood is straight up in the air or the drop off is below your hood. Also, this goes for all the experienced and non-experienced people. If you're coming to Utah to go four-wheeling, you've got to get on the DNR website and take a test. It only takes about 10 minutes or so, but that is now a new requirement. They do give you a little ID card that says you've taken the test, and it's free. It doesn't cost you any money. It is 100% free for you to take the test. It is 100% free for you to get the card. So all you got to do is have internet, and if you don't have internet, then I don't know how you're watching this. All right, so we knocked out fins and things. Skylar got his first experience in Moab. I hope I showed you a couple things on how to manage the trail, how to manage yourself when you're driving. I'll make sure that you can follow me on the Onyx app and see where that arch is. Place is just absolutely bonkers busy today for being the off season. So we got to run to Rory's now and get rid of these steps. Hopefully he's got a scrap metal bin. So what'd you think of your first Moab trail, Skylar?
Oh man, I want more trails. I want to go do another one and another one.
I think we got him hooked now. So if you want a nice little taste of Hell's Revenge, do the very entrance, see what you think about it, and then that'll give you an idea of what the rest of the trail is like. So this right here is Mashed Potato Hill, and I'm gonna go ahead and tag this spot as well on the Onyx app, and I'll share it with you guys. So if you guys wanna know where it is, it's really close to the dump, or the old dump technically, I guess, but it is right here just outside of town. So if you ever wanna come down here, especially during Easter Jeep, you can come down here and park and watch people just try to climb this hill. Step bars left to chat. All right, so we did fins and things. I knocked off my steps, and I may have snuck them into your scrap bin.
That's what it's for. Dude, I have half a blazer in my scrap bin. You don't know what could be in that scrap bin.
Maybe there's some rock sliders in that scrap bin.
There's definitely some rock sliders. See, this was an emotional thing to throw away. This is my step ladder. I never knew my real ladder.
So if you're headed down over to Poison Spider, there's this nice little spot where the petroglyphs are right on the side of the rock face. You can see them, they have them marked up where they're really high, but these ones are right at the level ground, right close by. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark that on my Onyx app and share that with you guys as well. So if you don't have the Onyx app and you would like to get it and you would like to be part of the elite program, make sure you get on BleepinJeep.com member discounts. That way we can hook you up to get the elite program of the Onyx app. All right, there's one rule when you come to Moab, especially on your first time, is you have to go to the t-shirt shop. Since it's Skylar's first time, we have to take him there. This place has been around since when I was a kid. Hello.
The one I have in stock right now is the one, the back one, where it's the green outline.
Oh, I think I like that one better anyway.
If you want cotton, I have cotton workers from the store.
Show the world which shirt you chose.
Yeah,
Pins and things. He's officially been Moabbed.
Moab.
So I'm heading home from Moab. We took the long way around. I'm here in Saguache, Colorado, and guess what caught my eye? If you guys remember the FC series, check this out. He's got 2 of them on top of a bunch of old cool Jeeps. So let's go inside and check it out.
I'm retired Chief Warrant Officer Terry Gillette out of the Army. Got out here about 10 years ago, wanted to move to the mountains after I got out. Well, I brought 3 Jeeps with me then, and in short order we found out that they were crushing this stuff. So then it became a quest to save as much of this equipment as I could. So I kind of got a little out of control, and I don't know if I'll get all these restored or not, but if they're here, they're not being crushed. And there's so many variations. I used to think I knew how many there were, but there's just countless. There's probably 30 of them out there, and I don't have half. But it's a lot of fun, just the same.
I think we're gonna have to get him one of our BleepinJeep t-shirts. I'll have to send it to him. That's got the periodic table of Jeeps.
To have a look at the one in on the main floor, you know you're out of control when they bring them inside. Now from your front view, I think most people remember the old Rat Patrol if you're a Jeeper guy.
Oh yeah.
That was a series out that really is responsible for destroying more Jeeps than anybody else. Their opening scene, these guys are jumping a sand dune with a gun Jeep. Well, you know, every kid that saw that had to try it out back it with grandpa. What they don't show you is they land really hard. What this is outfitted like the actual original real Rat Patrol. They were British LRDG, SAS, kind of the birth of your special forces as we know them today. Well, this is the big deal.
Yep.
You know, and there's a lot of speculation on that. The only thing that makes sense to me is, you know, they always had a water reservoir on them, and they almost always cut out that grill. And it had to be so they could fix the radiators in the field. This is our modern version Rat Patrol stuff. When I was over there, it was early on and we didn't have a lot of the up armor and the M-Wraps and that stuff, so we did it ourselves.
That's your dad in Germany in front of his Jeep?
Yeah, M38.
So this place is pretty rad. So if you're ever in the tiny little sleepy town of Saguache, Colorado, make sure you come here and check it out. Also, I went ahead and bought a Rescue League shirt, and he actually took that money and put it in one of his donation bins. He has different donation bins that go to first responders, veterans, and different personnel of the country that have served this country. So I thought that was pretty cool as well. Anyway, if you guys like this video, make sure you check these out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Like and subscribe. Bye-bye.